Sorry. It's been a troubling day, but I'm still here. I've been doing my figures. First time my blood sugars went really low and I had to eat things and oh boy. Okay. No, I did some math and I made an error. I thought I had another year to do stuff on YouTube and my favorite stuff. But unfortunately, time is running out for you and me. And I don't want to be with the herd of sheep and get, you know what. Okay, so this is the countdown, folks. The last 100 videos of Diebulfrog79. I just ran out of time. Okay, I thought I could pump in a lot of information. And I can't do it. And then people react when I told them phase 7. They all freaked out. I don't want to talk about phase 8 or phase 9 or phase 10 because you don't understand it and you're all freaking out. Okay? I know what phase 8, it's Mountains of the Moon. Okay, I was going to do a whole video on it, but right now nobody wants to listen. Okay? Seriously, folks. I want to catch up, do writing, do some letter writing to a few friends, and send some Christmas cards. Um, it's gotten to the point where I'm going down to the last 100 videos for this channel. Okay? I can't tell if this is real or reality or somebody's gaslighting me or something's going on. Okay? I have to find out. And I have to go through 40 years of my stuff, find out, because I'm a pack rat and I always tuck away someplace. And I have to make sure. But this isn't that, and I have to double check. I always double check. I don't even trust myself. But so far, this is, the phases. We have a honeymoon phase, the frustration phase, the adjustment phase, the acceptance phase. Okay? So we're going to check all that and remember that thing because it deals with homesteaders. Okay, we have the honeymoon phase where they're just breaking in, getting used to the place, and they're very happy. Then after a year, they hit the frustration phase. And in about 2 or 4 years, it's adjustment. Well, and then finally acceptance after 5 years. Now we're going to talk about chickens. And number one reason I tell people why you avoid um, homesteader preppers, I don't mind it. It's part of the pattern. Every 10 or 20 years goes in cycles. People goes back out in the woods, go into the country, cause a lot of damage, screw up everything, and this time it's gotten really worse. Okay? A lot of people have gotten into the frustration phase already. So they're leaving kids, animals, dairy animals, goats, cows. In Texas, they left 3 kids alone in a house. One died. 2 others had to scrounge whatever was left in the garden for almost a year. Parents just left them. They ate everything in the house. One of the kids died from malnutrition. Pisses the hell out of me. And still, when I hear stuff like that, I know I only have 100 videos left and it just ticks me off. Okay, we're going to talk about, and you can find this on the Department of Agriculture's website and also in the books for homesteaders and all those people. Year worth of eggs and meat, all right? It's 13 birds for laying. You buy 2 sets. You buy 6 for the first batch and raise it. You want to space them out about every, I say about 6 weeks. So you get the first batch in the first 6 weeks, and then you get the second batch. That's 7 birds. You have one for a spare. Okay, those are layers. For the second set, all right, you have 2 sets. Now, I think I got to remember to go back. I always get distracted. But, okay, and then you have why 2 sets? Because one starts to mold, the other one picks up and holds it off for another month or two, and they molt. And then both finish off at the same time, all of them, and they remolt and start again, same factions. One will start later than the other, and it repeats the cycle. So that's about for 2 years for a good laying hen. You do about 5, but 2's the max. Then you have to switch out the birds. Okay? And then you have 52 birds for meat. Okay? That's at the maximum, and you could have 52 birds for meat. Okay? And you want to design that so it's either at 65 square feet. That's when they range around the yard. They have a roost and everything. It's very nice. Not a problem. And they could go in and out with the 13 birds. So basically you got 65 birds altogether. Okay, that's a good flock. You have 52 birds for meat. First batch will be coming ready in 8 to 10 weeks. Second batch of meat birds. Okay, and then you want 2 in reserve. So you got 25 plus 25. On the meat birds, that makes 50 weeks of meat. And plus you got 2 birds for reserve. They could also breed with, you have 2 roosters, that's the 50 out of the 52. You have 2 birds for laying. 50 of them, if you want faster meat results, I would capon them. Now, a lot of people think it's barbaric practice to capon a chicken, but it's faster, it's quicker, you get better gains and better tasting meat. Nobody ever listens to me, but like I said, I'm just shouting into the wind. Okay? So that should fill your freezer for the year. A bird. Okay, chicken. And then you save 2 of the roosters to breed with these 2 sets. And then you get some laying eggs. And it should be all nice. Now, a lot of people think their chickens are pets. Reality time, folks. They're food. Okay? Now, what I didn't cover was feed. Now, a lot of people says, oh, if we have chickens, they could forage. No. Chickens are basically grain-eating animals. They're birds, but also they eat other stuff. They'll go through a yard. They're not designed to eat grass. They're not designed to eat weeds. They'll peck at it if it's soft enough and digest it. But they need a specialized feed formula. And that gets people a lot. Now in Brazil, okay, I have to go back to my ag studies and tell people. People don't understand what chickens eat. And if you're self-sufficient, then you should make your own scratch. Oh, sorry. Make your own scratch. Been having trouble with. Make your own scratch, which is milo, cracked corn, and wheat. Scratch. Easy as pie. Okay? That's whole wheat, milo, and scratch. You could raise it, like I said, on my a couple videos ago, on 1,200 square feet of property. You can grow wheat, corn, wheat, and milo. So that should supplement you, okay, for your chickens. You may have to increase it with the corn, 2,640 square feet, if you're going to feed chickens. This is not corn for you or wheat and milo for you. This is for chickens. So you have to figure that one out. Or you have to buy a bag of feed every so often, depending on the rate these birds eat. Okay? Layers have a different protein base than meat producers. Okay? Layers need 16% protein mash, and they have other things to help for egg laying and stuff, and then 20 in the winter, protein-wise, for layers. They replace feathers, they increase stamina, all that wonderful stuff on the mash feed. The trouble with layers, okay, is they have a set diet. Meat birds eat broiler chow or finisher. Okay, a lot of people don't know it's a higher protein rate than layers because they have to put on bulk. So more protein in the feed, more protein in that. And then you have to have oyster shell, grit, and rock dust. Okay, grit's explanatory because they go into the gizzard, which grinds up the grains and any plant material. Chickens don't have teeth, so they need something like that to grind it up. So you got 2% granite grit in there. Then you have oyster shell to make strong eggshells and good bones for the chicken. And then they have a supplement nutrient dust, rock dust, to put in the chicken feed. But this is very carefully, and a lot of farmers, they have no idea. These homesteaders have no idea about it. When feed cost gets too great, a lot of these homesteaders like says, screw it, we'll leave the kids in the garden and chickens and let them run wild. Good and bad. Last time in the 70s, I forgot which city on the Bay, East Bay got hit with wild chickens because everybody was freaked out on egg prices, so they bought chickens. And next thing you know, chickens were everywhere because people got tired of buying chicken feed and feeding them a correct diet. And some of them try to feed them, I could feed them alfalfa. They're not goats, folks. And you have to process alfalfa into a meal so they can digest it, which is harder than you think. Okay? A lot of cockamamie, you grow your own feed. There's only two I've seen really good, and that was an acorn mush mixed in with a mush of, what was it? I can't think of the word. It's a squash. And Courtney and Dustin had a whole bunch of those, which was good. And that's why the chickens love to eat it because it has all the nutrition in it. You mix that with corn mush and that and a few other things, fine for chicken feed. I'm trying to remember other formulas they try to cook up during the 70s and 80s. Because I've been doing this for a long time. And the problem with people is once they reach, let's see where I put it, the frustration phase, they go to the adjustment phase. They'll say skip it, leave everything. They'll leave farm animals, they'll leave goats wandering. It's like, it gets so annoying after a while. And a lot of places, they do rescues. This is one thing PETA is famous for, is killing these homesteaders' livestock because they don't really, we take care of them, and no, they butcher them and got rid of them. They don't want livestock. They want everybody to eat an all vegetarian diet. Okay, which I think is nuts. All right, it's good if you want to be a vegetarian, but if you're pushing your own thoughts on this to people and enforcing people to believe it, that's your problem. like I said, if you don't need to watch my videos, I'm only doing the last 100, and this is it. Okay, I'm having trouble with reality, and I think I'm getting gaslighted. I'm not sure. Okay, because I have my memories, and a lot of other people have weird things. And I tell people, try this, try that, and then I have other people, you know. So I'm getting tired. All right, really, seriously. So that will take care of our meat portion. Okay. And remember, folks, if you're raising these animals for pets, you have to think the cost of feed next year. Okay, and no one is really self-sufficient. I keep telling this to people every cycle of this. This is just a new cycle of a 20-year cycle of people heading into the woods. We're fed up with urban. And then everybody reached that adjustment acceptance place. And they say, well, the city isn't too bad. We don't have to shovel manure all the time. And they leave everything behind, you know. Same thing goes for preparedness. I went to whatchamacallit, a state sale of a prepper who overdid it, and wonderful stuff, but he's dead, and his wife's trying to cover all the monetary damages they caused. So, like I said, last 100, folks. King Pooba. He's only at 105. I think he might gain another 20. Please check out his channel. We need 400 more to help out King Pooba. Send cash, send money, send canned foods, send seasonal cards, seeds, stickers, and t-shirts. That's Dustin's Courtney husband, so please help him out. Now, with all my friends, I do back them. Okay? So I'll catch you later, folks. You have a nice day. Bye.